Cauliflower Milanese, or Riced Cauliflower with Saffron and Parmesan cheese. Before I start cutting anything in the kitchen, I like to put an edge on my knives. The truth is, a sharp knife is much less dangerous in the kitchen than a dull one, so always keep your knife sharp. What I'm doing here is putting an edge on the knife, but it's not sharpening it technically, it's just realigning the edge. To sharpen a knife, you have to use a sharpening stone, and maybe I need to do a video on that at some point. Needless to say, a sharp knife with a good edge makes your work in the kitchen a whole lot easier. In this video, I'm just doing a half portion of the full recipe. The full recipe calls for a full head of cauliflower, but hey, I can't eat that much, so I'm just doing a half portion. The full recipe will be on my website at cheftylermacon.com. I'm just cutting the raw cauliflower into florets, which I'll rice in a food processor. If you don't have a food processor with a grating attachment, I suppose you could use a box grater, but it'd be a lot more trouble. After adding some butter, I'm going to cook this riced cauliflower in the microwave on high for 5 minutes. And while I rarely recommend using a microwave, in this case it's almost essential. If you try to heat this cauliflower in a pan, it will become very watery, so use the microwave. Next, bring the heavy cream to a simmer. We're going to add then the nutmeg and also bloom the saffron. I use nutmeg in every dish that I put cream into. It's a background note. You won't taste it, or you shouldn't, but it is an important background flavor that you would notice if it wasn't there. Stir to incorporate, and then set the cream aside to allow it to steep, but keep it warm. So put it on a very low simmer and keep it warm while it's steeping. While the cauliflower is still very hot from the microwave, add some salt and pepper, and then we incorporate the remaining ingredients. Starting with the still warm saffron cream mix. And quickly followed by our grated Parmesan cheese. We want the retained heat in both the cream and the cauliflower to melt the cheese as we incorporate it. If for any reason you have to reheat this mixture, put it in the microwave again to keep it from becoming watery. I know, because I tried to do this on the stove top and made a big watery mess. Always taste and then correct the seasoning as necessary, salt and pepper to your own personal taste. Okay, so we're done. It's just that easy. Turn it out in a serving bowl and you're good to go. Garnish it if you'd like with some chopped chives or parsley. It's really a nice little side dish for about any meat. Particularly, I think it'd go well with roast chicken. So here you have it. Riced Cauliflower Milanese. For this recipe and other recipes and videos, please check out my website at cheftylermacon.com. Bon appetit.